everyone, welcome to Art with Amara Snakes. Before we jump in the review, this has been a very difficult video. One of the things that I'm trying to accomplish is original reviews. And by picking a product that has not been reviewed, I don't think at all, I couldn't find another video on these pencils. It stepped me right into my first negative review. I am already saying something negative about a product. But I am going to try my hardest to keep up with bringing you guys original products. I'm not going to say it's going to happen every week. I'm going to do some goodies that we hear about all the time. I just feel like I set myself up for failure this week. So, this review, as you know, is on the Low Cornell Simply Art watercolor pencils. And because I use them to help me through this review, I have the Royal and Langnickel brushes. So, we're going to start with these. I got these from Walmart. They were $4.47. And part of my problems with getting this video the way I want it, I can put this up and you guys aren't really going to be able to see it. You can see that there's gold lettering there. It says 5/8 inch, 16 millimeters, and then Royal and Langnickel. So lots of information on the handle. And the smaller brushes, very, very, very small, they have this plastic cover that you can slide onto the paintbrush and it protects your brushes. And the thing that I noticed first about these brushes was this little plastic zipper bag that is the perfect storage for these paintbrushes. Love it, love it, love it. So, when I use the paintbrushes, honestly, I think the last time I used a paintbrush, I was 5 years old. I don't know a lot about them. I was nervous to use them. There was a lot of hardness to the bristles when I started. I was afraid that I was going to break them off. I didn't have much for expectations for these brushes. Basically, I could dip them in the water, get them wet. I was able to brush off the excess water after I got them wet without breaking my bristles off. And I was able to put the brush to the paper and the water went down. No different than I expected. And another expectation I had for these paintbrushes was that I could use them and they wouldn't fall apart. Which, besides for at fault from these look like they did when I bought them. So, as far as these paintbrushes go, $4.47 from Walmart. These are great. Not that I know a lot about paintbrushes anyway. They held up to my expectations, and they got me from point A to point B this week. So, I recommend these if you don't have the experience with paintbrushes. And they work perfectly fine with water. Now, the Low Cornell Simply Art 18 count watercolor pencils. This is where the review goes wrong. I feel bad about saying bad stuff, but I can't in good heart sit here and say, these are wonderful, these are great, these are, but, so, pricing. I got these from Joann Fabric. They were $6.49. Amazon has them for $9.05. I am not sure why there is such a difference in prices between the two. It's almost $2.50. When I got them, I noticed that in gold lettering, the name of the color is on the pencil. And there's ridges on the pencil, so they don't roll off the table, which is a plus because we all know if a colored pencil falls, the inside will break and it is useless at that point. So at this point, I'm optimistic, but the price of them kind of had me. So I do my swatches. I have wet swatches and dry swatches. I'm going to show you the dry swatches, and then I'm going to flip and show you the wet swatches. So when I was doing my swatches, I noticed that I was needing to put down a lot of pressure to get the pigment to look nice and not see white through the paper. I'm very heavy-handed. I usually don't have this problem. So those of you that are not heavy-handed, you guys are really going to have to push down hard to get anything to lay down. And a couple of them started breaking when I was sharpening them. This one right here, I sharpened half of the pencil before I got a usable lead. And once I started using them a lot and you're holding this area in your hand, I know you're not going to be able to see it, but the color name and all the other information is wearing off. So I color my first page. I grab a paintbrush. I dab it in the water, and I made sure to swipe the brush on the edge of the cup and get all the excess water out. And I started brushing on the pigment, and I noticed that the pigment is completely washing away. So I grab a smaller paintbrush, and it does the same thing. So I get into my Arteza Real brush pen set, and I pull out my water brush pen, and it does the same thing, actually even worse. So I went back to my paintbrushes, and that's when I went over this orange flower here with water, and this was the result. The one right above my finger. You guys can see how half the flower is white. It was doing that with everything. So I'm like, I'm wasting my time here. So I get my biggest paintbrush. I get water on it. I wipe off the excess water, and I just swipe over the page. At this point, I'm doing this to see how far I can get the pigment to drag out. And this was the result of the whole picture. And as you can see, most of the colors drug out throughout the picture. So I decided, okay, I'm going to try my best to do another picture. So I laid down colored pencil on a quarter of an area, and then when I went over it with the paintbrush, I started where I colored with the colored pencil, and I pushed it out towards the white. And as you can see in the green of the leaves, it really didn't go, it didn't move out. But I was very happy with the pink, the purple, and the orange. You know, the pink right there, and the purple above it, and the orange right here. And the last color that I did on this page was the blue. And I know because I did it in each clump section of each flower, when I put water on, I didn't use too much. I know this. It turned into blue muddy water. I had to take paper towels and carefully blot my page so blue pigment didn't get all over the place. And on this flower, you can actually see where I blotted too much. So as far as recommending these, I can't recommend these to you guys. It, depending on where you get them from, it's a waste of $6.49 or it's a waste of $9.05. These aren't worth it. Not at all. Not even if you don't add water to it. I think that the amount of pressure I had to put down, and there's not that much for your color variety. You can spend your money on a larger pack of colored pencils and have a better quality product. So that's where I stand with my review. Just want to remind you, every Wednesday by 3 p.m. I'll have a new video up. And speaking of new video, are you guys ready for your sneak peek? We have the Studio Series 30-piece set premium colored pencils. Not gonna lie, I opened it upside down and I kind of have, it didn't set back right. And I ordered something else with it because I'm obsessed with hearts. Like, and this is the Play Color Hearts. The thick book, really, really, really thick book. But it's really small. I was disappointed when I saw how small it was, but I was like, that's perfect for my art reviews. Perfect. Perfect. Like, I already have ideas. I can do smaller pages. I can work on more techniques. It's just so much more I can do with this little book. And it's hard. So I'm going to enjoy this a lot more than I would anything else. The thing I love to color the most is hearts. The thing I like to color, if I don't have a heart page I can do, it's flowers. So I will see you next Wednesday so we can talk about these. Well, I'm not doing a review on this. So we can talk about these. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. If you are new here or you haven't yet, please click subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you can get notified when I post a new video. I'll see you next week and enjoy your art supplies.